The National Electrical Code, or NEC, does not stipulate any specific orientation for electrical plugs, meaning whether the ground pin faces upwards or downwards when the plug is inserted into a receptacle. This is a common point of inquiry, especially among those concerned with electrical safety and best practices. The NEC primarily focuses on the safety and proper functioning of electrical systems, covering aspects such as wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. However, the orientation of the plug itself is not addressed within its articles. The decision of whether to orient a ground pin up or down is often a matter of personal preference, convenience, or established local practices. Some electricians and homeowners prefer the ground pin to be oriented upwards. One reason for this preference is that if a metallic object, such as a partially loosened screw on the receptacle cover plate, were to fall, it would be less likely to create a short circuit by contacting the hot and neutral blades simultaneously. With the ground pin up, the object would most likely contact the ground pin first, potentially tripping the circuit breaker without causing a direct short. Others find that orienting the ground pin downwards makes it easier to read the labels on the plug or to align multiple plugs in a power strip. There are arguments for both orientations, but neither is inherently safer than the other, provided that the electrical system is properly installed and maintained. It's important to emphasize that the primary safety concern is the proper grounding of the electrical system. A properly grounded system provides a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, causing the circuit breaker to trip and to energize the circuit in the event of a ground fault. This protects people from electric shock and reduces the risk of fire. The NEC outlines detailed requirements for grounding in Article 250. This article covers everything from the grounding electrode system to the sizing of grounding conductors and the bonding of metal enclosures. Ensuring that the grounding system is compliant with Article 250 is far more critical for electrical safety than the orientation of the plugs. Some local jurisdictions may have specific requirements or recommendations regarding plug orientation. It is always advisable to check with the local building department or electrical inspector to determine if there are any local rules that apply. These local rules may be based on specific safety concerns or simply on established practices within the community. While the NEC does not mandate a particular orientation, it does address the quality and safety of electrical receptacles. For example, the NEC requires that receptacles be listed by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories or Intertech. This listing ensures that the receptacle meets certain safety standards and has been tested for its intended use. The NEC also specifies the types of receptacles that are permitted in different locations. For example, ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, receptacles are required in wet or damp locations such as bathrooms, kitchens, and outdoor areas. GFCI receptacles are designed to protect people from electric shock by detecting small imbalances in the current flowing through the hot and neutral conductors. If an imbalance is detected, the GFCI receptacle will quickly trip, interrupting the flow of electricity. Another important aspect of receptacle safety is proper wiring. The NEC specifies the correct wiring methods for connecting receptacles, including the use of appropriately sized conductors and proper termination techniques. It is essential to follow these wiring methods carefully to ensure that the receptacle is safe and reliable. When replacing receptacles, it is always a good idea to upgrade to tamper-resistant receptacles, or TRRs, especially in homes with young children. TRR have internal shutters that prevent children from inserting objects into the slots, reducing the risk of electric shock. The NEC requires TRR in new construction and renovations in certain locations. In summary, the orientation of electrical plugs, whether ground up or ground down, is not regulated by the NEC. The code focuses on the broader aspects of electrical safety such as proper grounding, GFCI protection, and receptacle listing and wiring. While personal preference and local practices may influence the choice of orientation, the most important thing is to ensure that the electrical system is properly installed and maintained in accordance with the NEC and any applicable local codes. For those seeking further clarification on electrical codes and practices, consulting with a licensed electrician or electrical inspector is always recommended. These professionals can provide guidance on specific applications and ensure compliance with all relevant regulations. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous, and it is always best to leave it to qualified professionals. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Staying informed about the latest edition of the NEC is important for anyone involved in electrical work, whether they are electricians, inspectors, or homeowners. The NEC is a comprehensive document, and understanding its provisions can help to ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. While the orientation of the plug is not specified, other aspects of the plug and receptacle are. The NEC mandates that receptacles be securely mounted and properly supported. This prevents the receptacle from becoming loose or damaged, which could create a safety hazard. The NEC also addresses the spacing of receptacles along walls. The general rule is that receptacles should be installed so that no point along the wall line is more than 6 feet from a receptacle. This ensures that extension cords are not used unnecessarily, which can be a fire hazard. In addition to the NEC, other organizations, such as the National Fire Protection Association or NFPA, also publish standards and guidelines related to electrical safety. These standards can provide additional information and recommendations on topics such as electrical system maintenance and safety training. The NEC is not a static document. It is constantly evolving to address new challenges and improve electrical safety. The code-making process is open and transparent, and anyone can submit proposals for changes to the code. These proposals are reviewed by expert committees, and public input is solicited before any changes are made. The NEC is a valuable resource for anyone involved in electrical work. It provides a comprehensive set of rules and guidelines that, when followed, can help to ensure the safety and reliability of electrical systems. While the orientation of the plug may seem like a minor detail, it is important to remember that electrical safety is a complex issue that requires attention to detail. By following the NEC and consulting with qualified professionals, you can help to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. The NEC addresses the use of extension cords, which are often used with plugs. The NEC specifies that extension cords should be properly sized for the load they will be carrying and that they should not be used as a substitute for permanent wiring. Extension cords should also be inspected regularly for damage, and damaged cords should be replaced immediately. The NEC also addresses the use of surge protectors, which are often used with plugs to protect electronic equipment from voltage spikes. The NEC specifies that surge protectors should be listed by a recognized testing laboratory and that they should be properly grounded. Surge protectors should also be sized appropriately for the equipment they will be protecting. In addition to the technical requirements, the NEC also includes informational notes that provide guidance on best practices. These notes are not mandatory, but they can be helpful in understanding the intent of the code and in making informed decisions about electrical installations. The NEC is not a substitute for professional judgment. It is important to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to ensure that all electrical work is performed safely and in accordance with applicable codes and standards. The NEC is a living document that is constantly being updated to reflect changes in technology and best practices. Staying informed about the latest edition of the NEC is essential for anyone involved in electrical work. The NEC is a complex document, but it is also a valuable resource for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. By understanding the NEC and following its provisions, you can help to protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. The orientation of the plug is ultimately a matter of personal preference, as long as the electrical system is properly installed and maintained. There is no right or wrong answer, and the choice is up to the individual. However, it is important to be aware of the potential safety implications of both orientations and to choose the orientation that you feel is safest for your particular situation. If you are unsure about which orientation to choose, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. They can assess your specific needs and provide guidance on the best course of action. Remember that electrical safety is paramount, and it is always better to err on the side of caution.